Zenke! All right.
I didn't realize that. I
Pulled it off.
Nice. Nailed it.
No.
Thanks all last minute, but it's good.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the deep dive, the animation segment.
Yes.
Join with me are Vanessa, Daniel, and Nolan. Super excited to get into this. How are you guys feeling today?
Very, very pumped. It's fun.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
I'm amped. It's gonna be sick.
Yes.
So let's get right into it. Please tell us, what was it like animating a hero with 7 weapons?
I mean,
What?
what else can I do? GC did spoke about everything. No, I mean honestly, it's an incredible hero. I brought the weapon from the mocap studio.
Oh my god.
You will need some help here.
And it's pretty big.
It's been here the whole time.
Yeah, I was hidden all along. So it touched the
Ceiling.
The ceiling, and there's a little face on it. I don't know if you can see it. Nice face. Happy face.
Ooh.
Need to find a way to correct the angle sometime. That's
Yeah.
the place. There you go. So you have the big giant Yari.
You gotta
from
keep
the
holding
big
it,
game.
man.
Okay.
Got it.
No, it's
Because you let people bask in this. Does it even fit in
don't
frame?
hold it, no.
Oh, okay.
So big that-
I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, the this hero was incredible to work on. This inhuman strain that he has. He's super dramatic, theatrical, like Alex said at the beginning. Everything was, our goal was for us to transpire all of that in the animation. And of course, the biggest challenge, the 7 weapon. 6 weapon on the back. I mean, 2 weapon, not 3. We skipped 3, 4, 5, 6. Straight to 7.
Right for it.
Oh my
That's
God.
it.
So
Jumped ahead of it, yeah.
yeah, and this the problematic came right away because 6 weapon. How do you unsheath them? How do you grab them? GC mentioned it. We had to figure out where to place them to reach them. So we kind of associated with the stance a little bit. We were trying to be a bit again showing off his dramatic aspect and trying to find a way to do the animation smoothly, naturally, but it has to be fast as well. Because, you know, those 400 ms. Yeah, 400 ms attack. It needs to go fast. It needs to look good. And there was a lot of work with, we can see on the screen, with the mocap actor to really try to get in the motion of being able to maybe do an attack and sheet at the same time as well. So we were trying to find those kind of trick to help ourselves to gain those precious frame that we need when we had to do, like, when we say, okay, let's do 6 weapon in the back. Yeah, quite the challenge. You can see, like, yeah, just having, it was a smart decision, I think, from the beginning to just figure out to put the end, like he's looking at you that way. He stands, he's ready to grab the weapon. So, yeah, very happy that we worked hard in the beginning a lot with GC and the other team to make sure that will be the foundation of all of this. And yeah, so very challenging visually, very challenging technically as well, right, Dan?
Yeah. So the main difference between this hero and the other heroes that we have done in the past is that this one, it's a little bit more technical to animate. Yeah. Why? Because we have something called the weapon ref that are pretty much like pivot point, reference points that allow us to control the weapons of the hero. And the first question that we needed to ask ourselves was, are we really using all these weapons at the same time? The answer was quite simple, and we said, okay, we're not using all of them at the same time. We are using mainly the Kamayari. So we said we have left weapon ref, right weapon ref for every other hero. So Kamayari, you're gonna be solved by the right weapon ref, right? But then we have only one weapon ref available, that it was the left one, and we said, okay, we have a problem because we have 6 weapons that we need, and we have only available 1 weapon ref. So we had to change a little bit the way how we use that weapon ref. We said, okay, we're gonna create more or less, it's gonna happen, the way it's gonna be or act is gonna be like a magnet, okay? And with the switch that we can set on off, more or less what you're seeing on the screen right now. So we snap the weapon to that weapon ref. We do the attack. For example, I unsheath the weapon, I activate my weapon ref, I say on, go, weapon, I snap to that weapon ref, strike, and then let go. We set it to off. Then, of course, we ran into other situations. Like for example, like what about if I chain my chain attacks, like they were doing before with the zone extender. So we had to do like if we were doing it in real life, we say, well, we will have to shoot the animation, the weapon while doing the animation, the zone extender. So that was pretty much we started to answer all our questions in the animation software. But the second, not problem, but challenge we had was going in engine and reproduce that in engine. Yeah. So for that, we had or hold some conversations with the GPP team, Pascal, Abdel in that moment. And we asked them, hey, this is the way or how we can solve this, how we can animate all of that. We will need a system or tool in order to make this happen. Could you help us with that? And they kindly said, like, okay, that we can do this for you guys.
They were sweating a little bit, though. There's like, maybe?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of new. And for us, it needed to be flexible as well. Because at that moment, when you start, like it's the beginning, doing the hero, so you're not too sure where we're gonna go, and oh my god, I'm gonna do this attack and this attattack. So we would try to work and do it and plan it, and all of that at the same time.
A lot of tests, back and forth, saying this is working, this is not working. Can we add this?
It's a lot of trial and error.
Yeah, trial and error, and then we had to consider as well other departments such as VFX and sound effects, because they need to also plug their
the sound on it.
The sound and everything, the VFX.
Yep.
And after that, we said, okay, everything is working. We can pretty much mimic what we have in the animation software in engine. So we had like the green light, the goal, like, hey, this is possible. We're gonna make it happen, and now we're here.
And we added because sometimes you parry with an attack and the weapon is not on the same angle and it kind of flipped. Yeah. So at this moment in time, we knew it was working, and we're like, should we do parry with every weapon? And because it added more work, and we say, it will be smoother. At this point, we had to do it. So we're like, okay, let's do it. Let's add more parry and all this animation. So it's very smooth. I'm sure players gonna see that.
Yeah. Yes. Like, you talk about that smooth again. Like we gushed about in the last one, but that soft feint from the zone into the guard break, like I'm in love with that thing. Like, it's amazing. Like what was it like to build that?
Oh, for real?
I
love that they're so good. Like
I like it too. I love it. Well, my favorite though is the 7-Force Strike.
I suppose we could talk about that one too. Yes, that's, like if you want to hear more about the 7-4 strike instead of just the soft feint, that's fine. But yeah, sure. Let's go to that. Like, tell us more about the 7-4 strike.
Yeah, for that one, like I said, it's my favorite one. Not because how beautiful it is. It's more about the feeling of the animation overall. And this is gameplay animation. Why? Because at the beginning, during the pre-production, we were like, okay, let's do something crazy. We had crazy ideas, like something like Hitokiri Fit 4, for example, or let's do it a sort of execution, like gameplay execution. But then we have some gameplay constraints or game design constraints. We said, okay, this cannot be parable, this attack. Yeah. It has to be guaranteed. So we need a bind. We need to bind the enemy. And I remember we were saying like, okay, if I bind the enemy, what I'm supposed to do, okay? Because
you get
what else?
Try
which options do I have? Let's go here.
Be like that, grab a chair and try to do something different. Than it's very difficult, and this weapon is pretty long too. So
thank you for specifying chair, not like little brothers.
I mean, but yeah, it's.
So, the range was not there, but then we said, okay, let's start building everything from that bind. Let's do a grab. And I remember, like, let's grab the shoulder, the head, and I think it was Vanessa who was saying, no, let's go for the face.
Yeah,
let's grab the face.
Like, he's very strong.
Demon. And yeah, we started building from that and adding, like, as animators, we have to just add like a better posing, timing, and spacing, and start to exaggerating things. So in that way, we start to add more impact to the hit. And in every play session, in every review, we were saying, okay, add more impact, like you were saying there. We had like raw mock-up data, and then now I think here we are towards the polish, okay? And yeah, after that we say, okay, stop there the impact, because now we have a killing variation, so that it needs to be even more powerful.
Yeah.
So the challenge was just that. From limitations, constraints, how to make it powerful, beautiful, and that feeling.
And the feeling, like Dan said, it's so important. That's how we check the animation, basically. Like even if we mocap it with the actor, we work it out in our software engine, animation software, but you're gonna feel the animation with your controller in hand, and you want to feel powerful. So if it doesn't feel powerful, it's not good enough. You have to cheat it, and camera, and of course VFX and sound. Everything like is a piece of a puzzle, but
that they did an amazing job, VFX and sound. I remember like when we pretty much did our pass, we were okay, we were satisfied with it. But then like talking with the VFX artist, Chris, we said, okay, maybe we frame the VFX in this way, because the idea is to get all the souls that are coming out from the pommel of the extra weapons, okay, and they go on the tip of the Yari. So how to frame that, and then when we hear the final the final sound there, the sound effects, it was just wow. We said we nailed this. So yeah, kudos.
It's super interesting to see like everything behind the scenes, and then just kind of like work its way into like how polished it is, because the final product is just amazing.
Feels really
honestly,
good.
It looks so good. I'm sure it's gonna feel amazing.
And it really feel like an execution.
Yeah,
Really
exactly.
feel like an execution. And we can maybe break down more of an execution.
Yeah, sure. Should we go over?
We brought some stuff. Execution.
Yeah.
Wanna go? Yeah. I mean,
sure. Like
you did execution. Go ahead.
yeah, sure. We wanted Vanessa and we wanted to share with you or with the players. Okay, more or less, we wanted to break down an execution for everybody here. Like what you see in camera right now, it's the mocap. Okay, of course there is some pre-production happening as well, but you see Vanessa there, like trying to give some instructions to the mocap artists. They always do like an amazing job. They know what they're doing, but still, like we are there just trying to guide them on or paying attention to the little details. Then we go. That's our mocap.
Oh wow!
That's more or less what we receive. Okay, and then our job is to start synchronizing the characters, right?
I mean, they're not eating each other.
Yeah, no.
So we want to take care of them.
Yeah, we want to take care of them. So there. Oh my God, I cannot stop laughing
now we
here.
should have
The little shuffle. The little
no,
shuffle's the best right there. Amazing.
So yeah, you see synchronizing the characters and timing, posing and
camera
stuff
as
like
well,
we were
actor.
talking before. And then we start like doing a camera pass. We start sharing it with the rest of the team. Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think should change? All of that. That's pretty organic. We keep it organic with the team. And then when we feel that it's getting ready, we do like an integration in game. But this one in particular, I wanted to share with you because we have a little confession here that the Camilleri was even bigger right now. So if you see right now that weapon got shorter under the production, what happened, I was talking to Andre, quality control. We saw that it had a gap. It was no longer planted on the floor, which changed our contacts.
What do we do?
So
do we
the plan?
Yeah, there's
The initial plan was to use the horizontal blade and pin the head of the enemy in there. But now with that change, since we changed it and now it has to be lower, look at what happened with the
the slave doesn't look like
with the
great,
opponent.
The opponent.
So it's almost on his knees, and we had to make decision, and we said, okay, what about if we pin the heart instead just pinning the head? We said horizontal blade goes on the heart, and the vertical blade goes on the head of the
So that's why it's named
enemy.
Face Meat Metal.
And that's why.
That's where it came from.
I gotta tell you that
very
there's
fun.
something so comforting that even in all of our like animation software, that Larry is still just the punching bag for everything we
Always.
do. So
Yes.
with
I mean, we love
mad
it a
respect
lot.
to you, Larry. Like we love you. So yeah, so, pretty amazing. Great, but I think it really goes to say too that we talked about it a bit with JC and Mike when they were here. We're talking about that whole system of building a resource system for a hero, for creating this whole soul system, how we're counting them, how we're using them, all the work that goes into that, and obviously all this incredible work you see like with the animations and what went into that, and creating again these new rigs just to be able to use like all these extra weapons. It was absolutely a monumentous task to take on, like not just like one major thing, but we had like 3 major huge production topics we were taking on for this hero, and I got from my perspective, I think we nailed it.
Yes. Oh no, absolutely,
huge.
absolutely.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I just want to thank you, shout out to everybody on the team, like
And shout out to the
everybody came
mocap
together.
actor as
Yeah.
well, Max,
Yeah.
Carl,
Yeah.
Joe, Seb, and Jason for the cordo. I mean, thank you guys, of course,
The animation team as well.
The animation
Noel,
team,
Jimmy,
Noel,
like
Jimmy.
Ahmad,
and
all of
and
them.
everybody that work, Eduardo as well. Everybody work on it. Like Dan
Yes.
was saying, like it's
Yeah.
a team effort, absolutely team
Yep.
effort. So yeah, big thank you for everybody that achieved that.
stuff.
I can't wait for tomorrow.
Tomorrow, big day.
Tomorrow, it's crazy.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on the Den and breaking down all the details of the animation. I'm sure people loved it.
I hope so.
Awesome.